Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Maya with Simply Bloom. It's currently snowing, not real hard, but it's snowing. Winter is coming quickly. I have not planted any of my bulbs. I'm going to hopefully get them in the ground. It's been below freezing for the last 5 days. Like even as our high, it's been like around 29, 30 degrees Fahrenheit as our high. I can tell as I walk across the ground that the ground's starting to freeze. So I'm hoping if I just chip through the first layer of frost, I could still get my bulbs planted. All my bulbs are in the garage, so let's head in there and I'll show you the varieties and then we'll start planting. Okay, you guys, in the garage, ignore the horrible lighting, but I wanted to go through the bulbs I hope to get in the ground today. Okay, here's my color blends box. I hope someday when I order my bulbs, they'll come in those black crates. I want those black crates so bad. So this first variety is Cheerfulness Daffodil, which is a creamy white and orange, and the bloom time is mid to late, and height's about 14 to 16 inches tall, plant around 4 inches apart and 6 inches deep. So those are some gorgeous looking daffodil bulbs. And then I also have, did I say I got 25 of those? And then these double sunrise daffodils as well. I'm obsessed with daffodils. They are my favorite spring flower. So 25 of these, and these are a yellow and orange double, obviously, double sunrise. Early to mid, is that what these were? Mid to late. Okay, so these double sunrise will bloom earlier first. 15 to 17 inches tall, plant 4 inches apart, which I think is pretty standard for daffodils, and 6 inches deep. And then look at these beauties. Oh my goodness. I got 10 of the Globe Master Alliums, and I'm so excited for these. Eventually I want these all over my property, but you guys know, well, maybe you don't, these are fairly on the pricey side as far as bulbs, like way more expensive than daffodils and tulip bulbs. So I only got 10, 2 bags of 5, and then if I can get those in the ground, I'll be happy. But right here, these are all my bulbs that I had in my whiskey barrels last year, and you can see they're starting to sprout. I don't know how well they will do. They sat on this table here in the garage. We opened up our garage doors every single day. They got beat on with the sun all day long. So the fact that they still feel really firm and almost all of them are sprouting, that gives me hope. So I'm just gonna dig a trench in my cut flower garden, I think, and just throw these in. It's probably gonna be the fastest way. I have those, tray underneath, and a tray there. I think there's about 200 total. But my main priority are the daffodils and alliums that I got in this year fresh. And then in a video I did the other day, I had said I could not find any Espoma products anywhere. Well, I was in a different town and I heard someone told me that they offer Espoma products at their Ace Hardware, which maybe I should check mine. I haven't checked mine yet. And I found bulb tone. I am so excited because where I want to plant the alliums, it's along the driveway, not very good soil whatsoever, and alliums are really heavy feeders. So I was really worried about those. So I'm happy that I can get something to give them a little boost of nutrition to perform well. So I have bulb augers. I have augers that I used last year. I actually burnt my drill up because of using them. So maybe it's a good thing, but I cannot find them. So unfortunately, I'm just going to be digging a hole with the shovel, throwing in a little bit of bulb tone, throwing in the bulb, and recovering it back up. So let's get started. Okay, so this is along my driveway. I have a glove on. I'm hoping, I only have 10 alliums, so I'm hoping if I put 5 on either side of the entrance to my cut flower garden, eventually I want to get enough to stretch along the whole driveway. I think that'd be really pretty. But for now, we're going to start with 5 on either side. And then right across the driveway here, I have my rock garden. It's so hard to tell right now. I have some David Austin roses. I think it'd be really pretty to just kind of tuck the daffodils in here. It's gonna be kind of hard to see where everything is. There's tons of leaves. I left all the leaves because I'm hoping that will act as extra barrier to keep my plants warm. So we will see. And I did test the ground with a shovel, and I jumped on it and I sunk the shovel in like an inch and a half, barely enough to make it stand up. So this will be interesting, but let's give it our best shot. Done. It was like a pretty easy job. As you can see, this is like the dirt with a weed attached. First like inch and a half is completely ice, but once I got through that, easy digging. Found lots of worms. They weren't moving, pretty cold, but found lots of worms. So let me kind of show you everything I did. So I just got done planting here. So on this side here, I just put in it was about 230 tulips that I had saved over from last year. Those are the ones that were in the garage in those black totes or bins here. Out of the 230, I would say about 80% were sprouted, and then the other 20% were not sprouted. There were some that felt pretty dry, like I doubted those would germinate, but I just threw those in the ground anyways. And then here I planted, I remember I threw up the names. I did double sunrise here, daffodils, left about a foot of space, and then I did what's the other one? What are you? Cheerfulness. Then I did the cheerfulness daffodils there. Totally changed plans. I was gonna put the daffodils around the David Austin roses that I told you, but I have a ton of plants over there. I couldn't really tell where they were that well, and I didn't want to disturb the roots, so I just threw them over here, and then in the spring I can transplant those. I transplanted a bunch last year, and it worked totally fine. And then over here, the snow has completely covered up my tracks, but I planted 5 of the Glowmaster Alliums there, and then 5 right there. Okay, you guys, that is it for today. I'm glad I got those in the ground. Huge relief. It is supposed to warm up to 40 degrees this weekend, but being in northern Minnesota zone 3, I have my doubts. We'll see what happens. The weather changes so quickly in the winter. I would be shocked if you've been following me along on adding that extra flower bed along my garden fence. Still not done. But honestly, I'm not too concerned. As long as we get snow, the snow will insulate everything and keep it fine. If it does warm up this weekend, I'll be able to plant more. Yeah, so that's that. You can see the apples on the tree. A few left. We didn't quite get everything. That'll feed the birds over the winter time. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.